What's going on, guys? Welcome to the tutorial to the speedrun of Alone in the Dark New Nightmare. I promised I would do this about 2 years ago, so to the people who I promised, I apologise. We're finally getting around to it. So this is going to be the Carnby Any run. Yeah, I'm a bit nervous, but I'm going to do my best. And if you guys like it, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It'd really help me out. My goal is to build this community a little bit, because normally people play this game, and I'd like to get some people playing it. I've got a ton of glitches I found. There's still so much time to be saved in this game, and for some reason it doesn't get the love in the speedrun community. So, okay, so new game. Okay, as I say, we're going to do the Carnby run. I may do the Aline run at some point, but nobody seems to play that, unfortunately. Okay, so time starts as soon as you press enter on the screen. And let's go. So straight away, you're going to find the most annoying thing in this run. I'm not sure why, but the developers decided that you can't skip cutscenes, but you can skip like chunks of it. So if you press enter, you can sort of skip a sentence at a time. So that unfortunately means that a lot of this run, you are just hitting the enter button or the action button. So that might put a few people off. But once you can get past that, it's a pretty cool run. So this is going to be beginner friendly. We're just mainly going to focus on the beginner's route. There are some glitches in this game. I'll show a few, maybe, but I won't go into them in depth. I'm going to do that in a separate tutorial. As you can see now, I'm just mashing the enter button, and it means the dialogue just doesn't make any sense. So the first thing is going to pick up the first item now, and the first thing you're going to see is that it happens really fast. Okay, so I'm going to press enter twice, pick it, and gone. That's how fast you pick up items in this game. It is something to do with I'm not sure, the frames per second just spike massively when you pick up items. I'm not sure what's going on. If somebody knows, then please enlighten me. But we're going to use the key, go through here. As we come through here, we're going to press enter. Keep pressing enter. I'm going to skip that cutscene. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, but you just have these massive spikes in frames, and you pick up items lightning fast. It makes it quite fun. So when you come through here, run forward, then turn. That dog seems to get me every time. So frustrating. And by here now, there's like 3 dogs, you've got to dodge them. I'm not sure how to do it consistently, and I pretty much get bitten every time anyway. So we're coming up on the first glitch of the game. I'm just going to show it, but I'm not going to go into too much detail about it, because I don't want people to focus on the glitches. I want to just get the rundown. What I'll do though is I'll use the quick save feature, which is F5 on the keyboard. So go to quick save, and then that means we can quick load like that. So what you can do is you can come here and you can do this glitch. It's pretty difficult, and you can glitch through like that. Okay. The more consistent way to do it is to come here and do it against these stairs, just because of the way that it works. As I said, I'll go into more detail about that in a separate tutorial, but this is the beginning route, so we're just going to do it properly. So you come around here, you activate the switch to drain the water, and we come around, avoid this enemy. It's been, because I glitch it every time, it's been so long since I've done it the proper way. And you run down. Obviously this is a lot slower, but I don't want people to get like too caught up with the glitches right now. It's just better to just get the run down as a whole, and then work on the glitches later. So we have like a little mini boss thing. What you want to do is you want to hold aim, because the way this game works is you can hold aim, and as soon as you let go of moving, then you'll get your gun out, you turn around, and you just keep firing. Wow. Okay, I've messed that up. Because I was talking, that's going to be a problem with this, because I'm going to find it difficult to talk and do it. So we'll just reload the quick save. Okay, exit this. Okay. Let's try again. So, I'll try and talk before I do it. Right, so we want to hold aim preemptively. Then when he comes out the wall, we stop, turn around, we shoot, and we just keep shooting. Otherwise, it has to go through the animation of going underwater. It's just, I can't even remember. It's very long otherwise. I can't even remember how long each animation takes. But gonna fire one more time to reload. You can. The faster way to do it would be to wait until you have to go into your items and reload, but that can be tricky, and you can get into a bit of a mess doing that. So again, this is beginner friendly. So just reload. So here I'll show again how fast you pick up items. I'm gonna interact with this. I'm just gonna hit enter like 3 or 4 times, and that's how fast it happens. Come here, use the key, and we're up. So this would be the first place I would split. I get here and split. Currently a good time is 3 minutes. So if you're a beginner, you're about 4 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes, And we interact with this statue, and then the code is H and M. So we just keep tapping up, move across, keep tapping it up. And then keep pressing enter. Or action. For me, I use the number pad, so for me it's the number 6. Turn the torch on. I keep the torch on throughout the run, just have it. So there's a key in that portrait. You can get it before you go in here, or you can get it after. I personally just get it after. So this is where we meet Aline for the first time. We're just going to keep mashing enter again.
Whoever locked you.
I have my own.
No,
I'm not so sure.
Now, there's items we need to collect in the drawer.
You and I don't have.
And one of them is a mini cassette recorder. You have to. I would take this slowly at first, because you have to collect it, but you hit it a few times. When you go into this, if you accidentally press it one more time, you press play, that's a reset, because it plays out like a 30-second message, and that's just a reset. So when we come out here, we get this. Now there would be another glitch usually where you glitch through here, because it's a beginner tutorial. I'm just going to do it the normal way. I'm going to run down the stairs. Coming here. I will, as I said, you'd be using the quick save feature to show a few things. I probably could have done it there, but I'm going to go a lot more in depth to the glitches in a separate tutorial. So
can't you my week? This is all Greek. It will become. Wait. I do not know. Charles, I still do not. Okay, that.
Yeah, hitting the enter button, the action button is quite a pain. Like already, I'm getting cramp in my hand. So when we come through here, the enemy place. I'm not sure if it's random the enemy placement, but I usually just wiggle a little bit there to get past and then come in here. Now this would be a place where I would save if I was a beginner to practice. So I'm going to quick save, because this is a great room for movement. You have to come here, collect an item straight away, see how fast the getting happens, come down here, collect another item. This is where you can really practice the movement well, and also practice interacting with the menu, because that happens very fast as well. Like, so we into the menu, down, press OK, then we move, press OK. It happens very fast, so try that again. I didn't think I was on it then, but there we go. That's just a great room for practicing movement. So actually, this whole little section is great for movement, going through doors. It's just you get a real flow going. So this enemy, I can't get a consistent way to do it, but you can do this room without him land on your head. But once we put this item down, keep mashing enter, and we go. Then we hold up and right. Just run past. So normally a good time, well, in the current records, I think I got here for like 6 minutes. I wouldn't get too hung up on the time. When you just learn the route. It's a great little speed run. It's not very long. 30 odd minutes. So even the first time you attempt the speed run, you're going to do it in under an hour. Collect the grenade. And then this would be the second place where I would split. Not doing particularly good at the moment.
Can't we help?
Sure.
I don't really.
Oh, well, that.
Carnby,
I know.
And where?
I don't know yet.
We'll get to.
So I personally just put the torch on as soon as I come out of this, because the enemies in the next room, if you have the torch on, when you look at them, they jump backwards. You want to push them out the way. believe you need the torch on to do that. Excuse me. So here, use the crowbar, just keep mashing enter, pick the items, and go. This room here, again, enemy placement seems a little bit random of where they spawn during this cutscene, but it doesn't really matter. You want to kind of go around the first corner and then hug the wall, and if you know, it's probably going to get me now, but usually if you hug the wall and come around, you don't get hit. As soon as you switch to the next camera view, then you go into the menu like I did, and then you just use the crowbar straight away, and then you're through. But because I paused, the thing landed on my head. So same thing with the torch. You want to aim it at the enemies, move them out the way, and here, push them back. Menu, gold key. There we go. You have to bear with me, guys. You know, it's quite difficult for me to talk and play. Maybe get a bit flustered, but I'm trying my best.
Yeah. His brother. So that's it.
It seems.
So again, just mashing that enter or mashing the
I'd be a liar.
action button. So this can be a little bit fiddly. You have to be like right on the drawer and use the little key. Just keep mashing enter to get the items. That's the library key, and then get out of here. In the records, you know, you want to be getting here below 8 minutes. So I think, you know, a good time to aim for as a beginner would be, you know, 10 minutes, like, to get to the library. So when you come through this door, you want to aim slightly to the right and keep hitting enter until you interact with the door, because there's something about the doors interacting with it is a little bit fiddly. So once you've interacted it, quickly get out into the menu, switch to the library key, and then there we go.
I'm in the library. Do you really think?
So
Oh yeah? Well,
the library section is a bit tedious. What you have to do is like, there's like 4 books, one by here. I'll show the locations now, but you basically have to, there's like a little secret room, you go in, then you activate the 4 books, and then there's like a mini boss. Well, this is actually a place I would recommend beginners to hard save, to always have a save at the library and practice this over and over again, because it's like 2 minutes long, it's quite tedious, and it can be a bit tricky to fight the enemy. So I would practice this one. So when we come here, we need to interact with this panel, and the same thing applies with picking up items. For some reason, it just happens lightning fast. As you can see, if I hold it down, it just goes super fast. So you have to be really light with the keys. I don't know what it's like on controller, because I play with a keyboard, but and 3926. Let me press enter. Wait, it's 2 seconds. There we go. So use this item, opens this, collect the item, and then interact with this panel. And the code is 1269. So the first of the books is right the way around the corner here. Now I've just realised, because it'll just be typical now that I mess up the fight. The way I do the boss fight, you actually can't make any mistakes, and if you miss a shot, it's just a complete reset because you don't have enough ammo to kill him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here, I'm going to go in this room quickly, which you don't do this in speedrun, but by doing this, now coming back into the library, this counts as like coming into a new room. So now I can quick save here, and if it does go wrong, I can at least reset from here. But yeah, normally if you do it the way I do it, and you miss a shot with a grenade launcher, that's just a reset. Some people switch between the pistol and grenade, and switching in and out of the menu is quite fast in this game, but it can be a little bit tricky, and you can get a little bit flustered, and so it's easier the way I do it, but just a bit riskier. So here's the second location for the book. Run back round. Third book by here. Now, by activating this third book, this is what's going to activate the cutscene for the enemy. So as you run up here, just keep mashing enter. Then what you're going to do, you're going to fire 2 shots to get him into the initial animation. Then you're going to switch to your grenade launcher, wait for the auto aim, and then shoot. Okay, just see if we can get this right. So keep pressing enter to skip the cutscene. We go 1, 2, goes into animation. We're going to switch to our grenade, wait for the little auto aim, and then fire. We need to do that 3 times. I just keep the grenade launcher out though, because it saves you going in and out of the menu. So by here, again, wait for the auto aim and fire again. And the third one is probably the trickiest, because you can either do it before or after getting the book. I personally do it before you're facing the camera. So fire once, wait for the auto aim, which you can't quite see, then fire, and that's it. So then we activate the book. Now what you need to do now is switch back to the pistol. You need to fire 1 shot, then you need to let him hit you, and then you need to fire another shot. I don't know why, but that's just the way it works. So when we come by here, we fire 1 shot, oops, to get him to go into the animation. Then he hits you, and now you can fire and he'll die. So I usually wait till I get around by here, and he runs in your path, then fire, and that's it. Something about you taking damage does something to his health. I'm not really sure, but there we go. And that's the library section. It's quite tedious, I'm not gonna lie. But now we've done all we've activated all the portraits, in the main hall. This is another place I would quick save, because this is quite a difficult room. It definitely takes a lot of practice, because first of all, these guys are on you. So you want to come to this portrait, keep mashing enter, collect the items. Same again here. And here, just keep pressing enter, and then you need to do the codes. So the codes are 1852, 1874, there's a slight pause, and then when they all light up, then you can press it again. Then 1899, press enter, slight pause, when they all light up, press enter again. And then 1931. And there we go, that unlocks the key. We run down. Normally I would do a little glitch through here, but that's very difficult, so just leave that out. Run around here, collect the key, and we're gone. Oops. I think I actually forgot to split the library, haven't I? So what I'll do is quickly skip that. So slightly to the right here, then to the left to avoid that guy, and stick to the left. That guy can sometimes get you. And by here, you get a little 30-second break. When you go into this cutscene, it's 30 seconds. There's nothing you can do. You don't have to hit enter or anything. So, you want to have a drink, have a little rest. So yeah, I think as a beginner, if you tried to aim for, I don't know, about 20 minutes to get to this point, would be good. In the current record, looking to get about 14 minutes. So after the 30 seconds, you can move and try and get past these guys. They're random where they're placed, so I mean, in typical fashion, it's the worst. Just push your way through. Just keep hitting enter. I keep saying enter, guys. You can actually use the enter key, but I have my bindings as WASD. Let's quickly do this code a minute. So here we've got the code now. We collected it. You know, we were hitting the button so fast we didn't see it, but we basically want to press down once, move over, down twice, move over twice, and then down 3 times. And that's the code. And there we go. And that's where I'd split for there.
There's something.
Aline,
I keep saying enter, but you know it's enter or action basically. I have my key bindings for 6 to be action. Here, just keep pressing action. Keep pressing action. It's like 3 bits of text come up. Keep pressing action. And this bit is a bit of a pain, so we just interact with that once.
Reach the circle.
And we
Let me try and
use the walkie-talkie to speak to Aline, then interact with again. You want to press
I'm at the
enter
North
twice,
Cellar,
and then
and there's-
the radio button.
Could you be a bit?
And then you just do that on on this specific sequence of pillars. So you come over here, we're going to press enter twice, and then the walkie-talkie. So 1, twice, and then the radio button.
There are no marks on this.
You know, it's worth practicing this. I hate this bit, to be honest. It's quite tedious and awkward. Come to this pillar, same again.
Are we?
do you want
Keep pressing enter to skip all the dialogue.
so
Okay.
This one by here. Keep pressing enter.
would get spoiled.
And one to the left.
Okay,
Keep pressing enter to skip all the dialogue as fast as possible.
Southeast.
hang in there.
And then we're going to access
Okay, like
But you
this
know
last pillar
if I didn't
Uh-oh.
that tonight.
and
Can be
enter in a little code.
Carnby,
Now's not the.
wait.
Which way are they?
Well,
Thanks. I've got no idea.
I'd really like.
So then we come in here, enter the code. And the code is Ogilai, Hyper, Harness, and Corner. If you
Oh.
If you mess it up, actually press the wrong one, you can start again. You don't need to exit out of it.
Corn.
And that's that. So from here, just grab these items quickly, and then go into the menu, change the plasma cannon, and switch out. Now this is the only gun in the game that you can hold, aim, and shoot while you're running.
Carn? So many.
Yeah, you
Keep
won't.
mashing enter.
That's right. Okay.
You don't use it in very many places, but you do use it pretty much straight away now. So you try to avoid these guys, and then there's an enemy through here, a scorpion enemy. You run towards and just keep firing. And there you go. Those enemies later on in the game are an absolute nightmare. So we run through like the marshlands, we just go left. It's a little bit awkward to get past that guy. You have to kind of shimmy around. We just run straight on. Onto here, grab all the items very quickly. There's some first aid kits there if you need, which I'd recommend if you're a beginner. Run to the left right here. Bit of a jump scare. Just run straight ahead, and then when the camera changes by here, you want to be on the left hand side to avoid a scorpion there. Run up here to a cutscene. Yeah. I hope I'm explaining things well, guys. I know I haven't really stopped, but
Aline?
yeah, it's only really the library can be a bit awkward. You know, going in and out of the menu is very important in this game, but you just practice that.
And
You
what
know,
will you?
as you do runs, that'll just get better and better.
I'm still.
Memorize,
And now?
you know, the
Good
sort of
luck.
patterns you need to move about in the inventory. So keep mashing enter to collect the item. Run backwards. Like here's an example of the interacting with the menu. So you want to go into the menu, down to objects, then you're stuck on this. At this point, if you've always done it the same, you'll always be on the charm of saving. You press down once, and you're on the buttons you want. You'll just learn that, you know, with repetition, you'll learn all these little interactions with the menu. So here, the code is you can either go right twice, like that, or you can sort of go right down. You can do that any way you want, but those are the three symbols. Oops, it's a bit strange by there. Okay, so I'm running forward. I'm going to save by here quickly. If you have the pistol out at this point, I do remember there is a way to actually glitch this out. I can't remember how. I think... let me try it quickly. If you're like too far over... I've done it before where you interact with this and he doesn't walk fast enough. Like there. Oh, there we go. that's actually a hard reset now. You're like, the game's broke. There's nothing you can do. So you can't use the item again. So the way I do it to make sure that doesn't happen is kind of run at the wall about here, and as you're running, it's kind of like there, continue running and then go into the menu at the same time, then use the object, use the ring, and he'll kind of like run through. Yeah, that has happened before to me, and it's so frustrating. So this section is very tedious. It's a long cutscene for a start, where you just mashing the enter key, and then all you gotta do is like flick 3 switches, and it just feels a bit tedious for some reason. I think for me it's like, because you're over halfway in the run now, and if you're on a good pace, there's actually some big glitches coming up, and you're feeling the pressure a bit. So although this section is tedious, it's kind of like, because there's glitches coming up,
Wait.
Thanks, Aline.
you're kind of tense, apprehensive.
What? Aline,
So we need to interact with the door, skip all this cutscene. I personally always keep the torch on during the run. Run past this guy, interact with the first lever. A lot of the times I find myself just hitting the enter key anyway, whenever you're just not in control of the character, just out of pure habit.
Alright.
But it does mean, I get some pretty crazy cramp in my hands. Right, so there's a few little jump scares here. Keep pressing enter, little jump scare. Keep pressing enter. As I said, very tedious. So after you flick this switch, you want to, when you run back towards the camera, you want to kind of hold aim and shoot, because there's an enemy straight away. No doubt it'll get me, obviously. So straight away, run and shoot. Oops, run and shoot. Kind of knock him back. Oh, you don't run by there, but it's very difficult to do this and talk. I keep my torch on, as I said. Stick to the right hand side on that camera transition. And you want to stay kind of to the right hand side of here as well, like this side of the room, because there's 2 enemies, and you want to try and run in the middle of them and shoot at the same time. But so obviously I didn't get it. The problem, the thing is with the quick save, the way the quick save works is, if I were to use the quick save now, it would just save. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like a save state. It would save in this location, but it would be right back at the beginning. So in some rooms, it's okay if it's just like a room you're only in for like 10 seconds, that's fine. But like this whole thing is like counts as one room, so I can't reload and show you. It'd just be way too time consuming. So that's it for this section. Just keep pressing enter.
Thanks a lot.
Then what I do personally is, when you get out this, just switch back to the revolver, and that's because you need it for a glitch that's coming up. I just do it now because there's a glitch by here. As soon as you come through this room, there's a glitch at the bottom of these stairs, which again, I know I wasn't going to focus on glitches, but just to get into the habit, I would get the revolver out as soon as possible, because it seems more consistent for some reason. Must do something to Carnby's sprite, but like I said, I wasn't going to focus on glitches, but I'm just letting you know where they are. So you would come through here and you'd like glitch through the wall. I'm not going to focus on doing it. Yeah, it's quite difficult, and especially when I'm talking. But you glitch through there, and that saves you doing this little. I think this cutscene is like 12 seconds or something.
I went by Alan.
But then at the end of this whole section, there's a very big glitch. It's the biggest glitch in the game currently.
Okay, thanks.
Also, I just realised I forgot to split. So we'll forget that split. Apologies to that, guys. Obviously you just split wherever you want to split. These are just the splits that I use personally. I always keep the splits to be on a cutscene, so that There's less pressure to do it while you're playing. That would have been at the beginning of that section. So, you know, this is quite an easy bit. Maybe, you know, just gives you a bit of respite because all you're doing is running. These guys fall down. It seems kind of random, but I pretty much never ever get hit by those guys. So it's just a case of, you know, trying to get the lines as smooth as possible. Now, as I said, we're not going to focus on glitches, but I will just quickly show this glitch because it is the biggest glitch in the game so far. So you will have to learn it, but not straight away. But so I'm going to save here. Now this is how you would do this room. You come down here, aim, glitch through the wall, run this way, and then there's a ladder. We're going to get there. Yeah. That's how you would do this. And that just saves like 40 seconds because it's a huge cutscene. But because this is the beginner route, I'm not going to focus on that. I will do that in a separate video. So we just run this way. And yeah. Unfortunately, that does mean for you, you just got to sit there and hit the enter key 100 times again. And do like 2 cutscenes back to back. We speak to this guy and then we get on the radio to Aline. But that glitch, you know, is pretty consistent and yeah, it's definitely the best glitch in the game. You're probably thinking, well, why not just show it now? If it's because the glitching through the floor is not as easy as it may have looked then. That's really quite fiddly, that technique. Okay, so this room can be a bit awkward as well. So you want to torch out to move these guys out of your way. But then when you're on the ladder, it just seems kind of random whether they get you or not. Like they'll sit at the bottom of the ladder, sometimes they'll hit you, sometimes they won't. But when you get up here and you switch to here, they'll start running away, as you can see. And I'm not sure if it's random or depending on how far they come to the right. But it does, at the moment at least, it seems random of whether they'll be there at the bottom of the ladder when you come back down. And if they are, unfortunately, are they going to be there? Well, it doesn't seem they are. So this is going to look really easy now because we're just going to come down here. See, the item placement is quite strange by there. You would have thought it looks as though you're on it, but you're not. Well, the thing is, with those 3 enemies around you as well, they can like jam you in there, and it's very awkward. So if they don't come back, that's very lucky. And then we just run back. So if that was in a run, that would have been very smooth. So at this point, we just run back the way we came. If you're on a good pace, this is where I personally would get very nervous because you've got like a minute to just think and feel the pressure, because there's only one enemy in this room and they pretty much can't catch up with you. They spawn when you run past it, so they can't really catch up with you. But there is one more glitch coming up, which is very difficult, and I haven't found a consistent way of doing it yet. I found like a semi-consistent way of doing it. The thing is, like, eventually it will be pretty much mandatory to do it because it's like a 30-second time save. So once a run has been completed with all of the glitches in, then you're pretty much just going to have to do them. But for the moment, you don't need to do any of them. Actually, before this, before my last run, none of the glitches were in, and I only beat it by like 4 seconds. So at the moment, you don't need to use them, but you know, I will be trying my hardest to get sub 34 soon. But like I said, this is for the beginners, so we use the brain. I'm not sure if you can get stuck there. Sometimes it does look as though you can. And don't forget to press forward as well when you're in there. So I'm going to save. And this is where the other glitch will be. you have to like walk in a certain way against this wall, and you can like glitch through. I'll just show it once if I can. As I said, it's quite difficult to do it while I'm talking as well. There we go, you glitch through. You glitch through, then you have to use the map to navigate, and by doing that, you skip the cutscene. But as I said, this is for the beginners, so we're gonna stick to how you would do it.
We both reached the same point.
We don't have much.
But yeah,
I feel like I've.
Yeah.
it's like a 25-30 second cutscene, whatever it is. Where unfortunately, once again, you just have to keep hitting the enter button or the action key.
Yeah.
Hey, do you believe in that?
Hey.
Come on.
Turn around, come up here. I've missed the split again. I'm so sorry, guys. Because I'm concentrating on talking and thinking about significant bits to talk about, I'm forgetting about the splits. So I probably shouldn't have even used live split on this. So skip that one again. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so this is where we get the last weapon that you use in the game, along with some. Usually, just hit the enter key so fast, so I can't even remember what's in here. So I'll do it slowly. You get the lightning gun, some first aid kits, some ammo, and some saving charms. So I usually split. I usually switch weapons after this whole cutscene, but I'll just show now. This is the gun we'll be using in the last section. Earlier on I said that the other gun was the only one you could run and shoot with, and that's not true. You can run and shoot with this, so I was wrong about that. Apologies. I have seen other people like switch between this and the plasma cannon, because the plasma cannon does seem at certain sections to be better against the scorpion enemies. I personally just wouldn't do that, especially if you're beginning, because you'll notice that there's ammo all across this whole end section, and you pick it up so fast that it's really not a significant time loss to pick them up. So you've pretty much you've got infinite ammo within reason. So I would just keep the lightning gun out, because as I said, you can run and shoot. This cutscene is like one of the more ridiculous ones because it's just no dialogue and you just hit and enter. So we go.
Aline.
So keep pressing enter.
You were lucky.
As I said, I always keep my torch out, just out of habit. This is where I would have switched to this weapon. And we're going to hold aim. So as we're running, we're going to hold aim like this. And then you can just tap shoot like this. When enemies get near you, you can just tap and you can stun them. Or you can hold it a little bit longer. You can hold it a little bit longer and kill them. With these two dogs, I believe if you don't kill them and they follow you, the other ones won't spawn. So it's probably better to just stun them, run past them. They will continue to chase you and they can get you from behind, which is a pain. But if you do kill them, then other ones will spawn. This section here, I'll just hold down shoot till you run past, hold down shoot again. You can just hold it for quite a long time, especially when you're beginning, because like I said, the ammo is everywhere in this end section. So just hold it. Now, these enemies in here are the worst in the game. You want to turn to the right as soon as you get in here and shoot at the same time and get past. Now, as you can see, I almost died there. So, at this point, you're likely to get hit. So, hover over the medikit, use it, and exit out, and you'll constantly be on your medikit. So then, if you get hit, you can just enter in, use, exit out. And it's pretty fast, to be honest. So you want to come left by here, stay to the right, shoot, and run past like that. Now here, this is quite tricky. You want to stay to the right till you get to the enemy, shoot, and then run to the left. And then you can get past them like that. That's going to be pretty difficult if you're just beginning. So, oops. Usually I'll just hold to shoot again. as I said, guys, it's really difficult to talk and do this at the same time. It is for me anyway. Plus, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to say. So I really hope this has been helpful for you guys. So hold shoot straight away. Actually, I haven't reloaded my weapon. To reload, you need to... Do you need to do it in a menu? Sorry guys, I'm getting a little bit flustered here now, because the end game is quite difficult for me anyway, and trying to do it while I talk. But as you can see, like, I'm right next to ammo. I mean, that just takes like less than a second to grab that. So, you know, when you learn the end game really well, you don't pick up any ammo because you don't need to. But they're all placed basically within your path. So, like, there's even some more ammo there. So just keep hitting enter. This bit is very difficult now. There's 3 scorpions in here. I still haven't figured out how to do this myself. So you basically want to shoot the first one, move past him, but he will follow you. And then the second one is located at the top of some stairs, and they can jam you. It's quite difficult. So apologies, I can't really explain it better. You'll just have to practice this. This perhaps is a room to use a quick save in. So quick save just in case something happens. So if you stay to the left, you can duck past that way. You can avoid getting hit, but it will follow you, so it makes it difficult to see. And then there we go. That's pretty good. Well, no, actually, he's hit me now. See, it's really difficult, guys. Now, because I talked at the beginning, the timing of it, the room is slightly off, so it wouldn't quite happen like this. Because I'm locked on the stairs now, and when you're on stairs, like, I'm firing up, but that's only because I'm on the stairs. I wish I could explain that room a bit better. I'll reload and see if I can do that a bit smoother. So, come through here, say to the right of the screen, run to the left. Let's see, I pretty much get hit every time, I'll be honest. And then when you come here, I would try to stay to the left hand side, and then when you get right to the top, it didn't work, right to the top, then you can start shooting, and pretty much you're good to go. And then there's one more at the end, which I believe it is possible to dodge. I've seen somebody else do it, but I don't know how to do it yet, so personally I just hold shoot, wait for him to die, and then run. That is a pretty awkward room, especially for a beginner, so I would practice that over and over again. Here, some more guys, just get rid of them, because they can hit you from behind. Keep running, keep pressing enter, and this is the split. Try and split now.
Carnby?
There we go. One more split left.
This is John. But what the... You damn... I don't know. What for? Bullshit. I believe... And you just... I didn't know. Are you joking?
I wasn't sure with this tutorial, guys, you know, how long to spend on each thing. As you can see, I've kind of, you know, we're sort of not a million miles away from the pace of the run. I didn't really want this to go on for like over an hour or anything, so there isn't like a whole lot. It's quite an easy speedrun, to be honest. It's just kind of tricky, like, but there's not a whole lot to explain. Like this bit now, you just need to outrun them, hold down fire by here. As long as you outrun the dogs, they despawn. Hold down shoot by here. These are all things that you'll get the feel for yourself. Now, this is one of the worst rooms in the game, actually, and it's right at the end, which is frustrating. You just have to follow the path that I take. This is where I've seen somebody else use the plasma cannon, because, as I said, the plasma cannon does seem to work a little bit better with these enemies for some reason. Maybe it's like the spread of the hit, I don't know. But I don't personally, I just keep this gun. But you just have to follow the path I take. So we're going to run to the right here, stick to this wall, shoot as we run past this one. Then we're going to hug this wall, do a slight little curve to avoid that one, then stick to the left. Once we get past that one, We come along here. There's another 2 by here. So hug this wall, turn left and shoot, and get past. Now, that's about as good as you can do that room, really. But there's been plenty of times where, yeah, it just goes horrendous because those guys can like stun lock you and they do a lot of damage, and because they're in pairs of 2, yeah, you gotta be really careful. Like I've died in that room so many times. So these guys just hold fire and just tap shoot like that. Just hold aim, sorry, and tap shoot. That's pretty much it. Now for enemies, you've just got a room full of dogs, and the final boss, and there's not a whole lot to the final boss, to be honest. You just gotta learn where to stand so that he throws you in a certain way. But other than that, that's it. You know, it's a pretty easy speedrun. So here, I'm gonna hold down fire, and then they'll respawn, and then same again. That's done. Now when you get to here, you need to check, see how much ammo you have. So I'm gonna reload the weapon. I've got 100% in the gun, so that's fine. That's all we need for the final boss. But if you don't have 100%, you have to remember to pick up the energy crystal right by there. If you don't pick that up, then that's a fail, unfortunately. So as we run here, keep pressing enter. Here, it's like a bit tricky. Like it's kind of, you get stuck on something, so you have to just walk for a little bit to get through. So just basically let go, run briefly. And yeah, this is the final boss. As I say, there's really nothing to it. No doubt he'll kill me because, you know, that's the way it goes. So I'm going to save here, just in case. So once we activate this cutscene, we run to the left. I'm going to run to the left. I'm going to stand pretty much around here. Turn around, just keep shooting. It grabs you. It's going to throw you into the corner. Now he can't actually, he's going to stand over you and he can't hit you. So you need to aim. You need to hold shift on the keyboard, at least anyway, and hold up. And that's how you can hit him. You can't hit him if you don't hold shift and up, you won't hit him. And that's it. You hold down fire. He can't hurt you. Just hold it down. Uses about, I don't know, 80%. And that's it. Done. Run forward. And there we go. As you can see, I was on red, so I was pretty close to dying actually. But that's it. The only one thing you must remember to do after this quite long cutscene is to get the mask on the stone, which I have forgotten in the past. And that's just, again, a total fail if you forget that mask. But other than that, that's Alone in the Dark, the new Nightmare speedrun. For some reason, this doesn't get any love, and my goal is to build the community a bit, because there's just so much left in this game. Yeah, grab this mask, and that's it. Make our way up, put the mask in, and we're done. Oops. So we run to the left here, put the mask on, and that's it. We turn around. Once we interact with the door, that's time. There's just so much time left to save in this game, and yeah, my goal is just to grow the community. So if you like this video, guys, please come and try this game. And that's time. Come and try this game. Help me build this community. I've got loads of glitches that I found that currently aren't being used for the speedrun, but you know, I'm sure they could be used somewhere, or you know, I'm sure there's loads to be found in this game, and yeah, it would just be great to build a community. So I really appreciate you guys watching this. You know, please give me some feedback. I apologise if I was getting a bit flustered from here and there, because the talking is not exactly my specialty anyway, and it's very difficult to sort of do a run and talk. But yeah, if there's anything that I didn't go through in depth enough, please let me know. I'll be doing some separate videos about the glitches, the ones in the speedrun, and all the random glitches that I found as well. So yeah, thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.